right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And we got a special delivery for the S650 Mustang GT. I told you guys mods were coming and we got a delivery. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. We're gonna be installing this today. Now, previously, I made a video picking up some new tires for the S650. We have some ET Street front runners. These are 17s. We got the wheels. We got some Forgestar F14 front runners going on the S650. They're gonna be matching the rears. Super excited to go ahead and get these on. We're gonna be shaving a lot of weight off the car. We're gonna test it because this vehicle is going to be getting something in the very near future. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I'm super excited. We're making it a lot faster. Now, I don't know when this video is gonna go live because I also started to record another video with this car where I picked up some other mods, but again, that's not gonna be in this video. Oh my gosh, I gotta go ahead and clean that up. All this bipolar ass weather. But we're gonna go ahead, get the wheels, tires mounted up on the car, get a test drive, and then we're gonna obviously test the car and see how much of a difference running the 17x4 front runners compared to the stock 18. I think these are like 18x9 or 18x9.5 wheels and tires. And also we're gonna compare it to the previous F14 setup because we had some 18x5s in this car before, and we did have the Hoosiers, which were a 28 4.5 18-inch bias ply. Now we have the 17 ET fronts. These are 26 4 17. I think we're gonna see some gains. Probably maybe 2/10, potentially 3/10 if we're talking about 60 to 130 times, which is a massive W with just a wheel and tire modification. Now, before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and wash the car because it is filthy. I got caught in a random storm a few days ago. Haven't moved the car since, really, just like around the corner. I was not prepared to get these wheels today. I did not get any shipping or tracking information. They just showed up. Even though I did order them a couple days ago, they did say they're in stock, but typically they give you like the shipping information when you order from Forgestar directly. I got nothing, so it is what it is. I'm not complaining at all. We go ahead and wash this car, and then we can go ahead and get these wheels and tires on. All right, let's get a cold start.
A few moments later.
Look at this insane Texas weather. It was literally just sunny, and all of a sudden, it's coming down hard. Thank God it not get on the highway. Woo-hoo. I guess I'll have to just do this tomorrow. It is what it is. I swear, this Texas weather doesn't make sense. At the E station, it is coming down raining, but closer to the house, it is bone dry over here. Literally, it is bone dry. There's dust coming up from the damn road. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. I wish I could get these on today, but where I have to go is going through that weather, and it ain't worth it. I don't know what's going on up here either. It is what it is. We'll get it done tomorrow. I'm glad I didn't wash the car though. That would have been a complete waste of time.
One eternity later.
All right, so it's the next day. I just picked up some oil for the car. I'm gonna get the oil change done real quick. Couldn't do it a couple days ago, and considering the fact that it rained the day I was gonna go ahead and get the wheels installed, I decided let me just knock this oil change out now since I have some time before I have to go to the shop and get the wheels installed. But man, when did Motorcraft 5W30 and a filter become like $100+? Because I remember last year when I changed the oil, this was not over $100. At this point, I might as well just go ahead and get Amsoil 5W50. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it anyway, but I just do not remember this car costing over $100 to do an oil change. I swear I have not paid $100 to do an oil change. Like, I've paid $100, like $105 total to get the oil change, and that's with the labor too, because it was so cheap. But now it's just like, what the hell? When did this become like $130 with oil in the filter? I did read that like everything went up recently. I know Amsoil went up. I know Motorcraft went up, but if you have like an Amsoil like preferred customer like account, I mean, the price of 5W50 Amsoil literally is within like 20 bucks of 5W30 full synthetic. So it's just like, why? Like, I don't know. So I'm switching. I'm definitely switching. Even if I was staying in a I would just switch, because 130 bucks with filter, yeah dude, I'd rather just, I'll spend 160 for a 5W50 full synthetic with the filter. Like, what the fuck? All right, y'all, we're gonna walk the lot like we do whenever I get an oil change. And they got some Broncos out here. These honestly look, I like them, I ain't gonna lie. I know some people don't like the Broncos, but I think they look kind of cool. I do like the wheels on them. They look like Steelies, but they're not. But I like them. I don't know. I might be weird for liking the Broncos, but I do like them. Got a couple Mach-E's. These Mach-E's look good too. I like the Mach-E's. My buddy has a Mach-E. It's a really nice looking car. SUV, electric. They gotta sell them to keep the V8s in production, so you know what, it's all good with me. I know people hate the Mach-E's, but without the Mach-E's we would not have any of the Mustangs. We'd all be an EcoBoost, and nobody wants to be driving an EcoBoost. But got a GT right here. Let's see what the prices are right now. I know things have probably gone up significantly. This looks like it's a 1080 car. They're asking, fuck bro, 62 bands, bro, holy shit. This is a premium car, 62 band for a Mustang. Dude, that's insane. You can get a Gen 2 Shelby GT350. You can get a UZ01 for 60K. Hell, you can even probably get a high mile C7Z for that price. Does have the active exhaust. God damn, bro, 60+K for an NA Mustang is crazy. Got a convertible. I know this is taxed because it's convertible. I'm guessing no less. I haven't got the sticker on it, so I'm guessing it's probably like at least 60. At least. They got a dark horse sitting out here. That's not a good sign. 72. God damn, 10 or 80 car too. It's not a handling pack. Yeah, that shit's gonna sit, unfortunately. GT, looks like it's a premium car as well. I wish this orange was available, or maybe it was, I don't think it was, but this is what I would have bought, the color for sure, something like that. 55. This one is 10 or 80 car. This is not bad, honestly. 55, a brand new car. I mean, it's expensive, but compared to everything else, it's really not that bad. Hell yeah. Does not have the active exhaust. This orange one, I do like this orange one. How much they asking for this bad boy? 57, I figured. 10 or 80 car. It is not a premium either, but it's a performance pack. I think it looks good. You got a performance pack with the I believe it's like the midnight or the blackout package, the blacked out emblems and stuff. 65. Shit, that's a lot, bro. For a GT, that's a lot. 65 is crazy. Holy fuck, that's 20 plus more than what I paid. Does not have active exhaust. Another EcoBoost. Holy shit, 65K for a GT is insane. That is crazy. I like this color as well. Another performance pack car. A lot of performance packs on the lot today. Jeez, a lot. Parked pretty close right here. How much they want for this? 10 or 80 car. This one is 64. Premium. All right. This is MT82 car right here. This is probably gonna be the best one on the lot. Affordable ish. Got the gray, not the same color gray that I have, but I do like this gray. Somebody's going for a test drive. They ripping that car. $50K. MT82 car. Non-active exhaust, but honestly, it's actually not that bad. I do like this gray color. This would look tough with some carbon on it. Another EcoBoost. Got a GT right here. '56, 10 or 80 car, premium, wing delete. And then we have this orange. Man, dude, this is actually a nice spec. Blacked out badges, performance pack, painted roof, black spoiler. This is actually nice right here. This is really nice right here. Actually, this is probably the best looking car on the lot, in my opinion. 100%. They're probably gonna ask like 65 for it. Yep, I knew it. 65. But honestly, this is nice as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. Does not have active exhaust, but this is really nice. I do like this color. It's 10 or 80, right? Yeah, 10 or 80 car. This is nice. And they got a grabber mock over here. Not a grabber mock, a grabber GT. It's a base model. They want 55, 10 or 80 car. It's not bad. Non-active, but the spoiler is black. It's not bad right here. This is also a nice one. The grabber blues look good. And then we have another premium over here. Much they asking for this? 55. So it looks like they're starting at like 55 for the most part. Damn, bro. I remember when these were like, when I was looking for mine, like you can easily find one like 40 to 45K, easy, all day. You probably still can get one for that used, but like brand new, it's like 55 is what I'm seeing. You probably can negotiate down to like 50K flat in all reality, especially if you went like at the end of the month or toward the end of the year. Maybe you can probably negotiate, but 55 is like, I guess, the new price for these, which, I mean, it's taxed, but I think people are starting to pick these up now after tuning became available. And after people started to realize that these are actually like pretty damn good cars, especially if you've never driven a Mustang. So I feel like most people that are buying these 650s like never owned Mustangs before, but because they updated the interior, they have, you know, the screens and whatnot, and all the assists, you know, more people that are trying to, you know, get into these cars because they're, you know, they're nicer inside. In my personal opinion, they're way easier to drive versus the S550s. In my personal opinion, I mean, think of my buddy Brandon. He never had a Mustang before, didn't really care about Mustangs. The 650s came out, and then, you know, it like, that's the best thing I bought. So I guess that's Ford's new target audience, is people who've never really driven them before, which is smart. Yeah, but these Broncos, man, these Broncos look pretty good. They look pretty good. I'm honestly glad I got my 650 before they started to go up like crazy, before they went up, because if they were like 50K, I wouldn't have bought one. That's just too much for an NA Mustang GT. I got paid like 51 for the Shelby a few years ago, and I think the same car fucking goes for like 55, 56 now, which is ridiculous. But God damn. I got some F-150s and shit. I like this color. Okay, this is tough right here, I ain't gonna lie. Damn, this is nice. I like this. I don't care what nobody says. This is actually pretty nice. This Bronco with the white wheels. Fuck. All right. Back at my second home. Oil change is done. Now let's go ahead, mount up these wheels and tires. Whew. Hopefully it's gonna look good. I think it's gonna look pretty aggressive. I honestly do. All right, so stocks are off. A lot of tread on them still.
Is everyone at your shop? Okay, so just keep the...
Gotta get this fender liner back on the car. All right.
Huh?
Blunts are on. Got the matching set. Feel good. All right, y'all. We're out in the daylight. It is gonna start raining, so I gotta hurry up and get home. If I get caught in the rain, I'm pulling over and I'm not moving. But that's what we're working with. We're back with the matching set. This time we're on 17s. Previously we were on 18s in the front. And just from rolling the car out the shop, I can tell you right now, the car rolls a lot easier. There's a lot of weight off the front, and I got the wheels and tires, the stocks in the back, so there definitely is some gains. Oh, we got a car coming. Let me get out of here real quick, but I need to hurry up. I think the rain's all gonna be behind me, hopefully, but like I said, if it starts to rain, I'm pulling over.